What's up guys, this is Saman from Aesthetic Progression and this is vlog 8 and we are hitting chest and the triceps. I'm trying to go back to the basics again, so all the moves, all the pattern you're going to see is the basic the chest workout and the tricep workout that I started like 7 years ago when I first entered the gym and I was introduced to the basic bodybuilding workout. So we are going to see a pattern here. We are going to move on start with the upper chest, and then we are going to do the mid chest and with the flies and the decline press, and we are going to hit the triceps. So pretty basic. The first exercise I chose is again for the upper chest, and I chose dumbbell press just because I find it way comfortable on my deltoids. For some reason, even though I kind of like put my elbows in place and everything, I still feel uncomfortable doing incline bench press. Just maybe because I'm not sure even why, but anyway, I'm strong with the dumbbell bench press, so I'm starting off with that. And obviously I'm doing 4 sets with 8 repetitions, and I'm trying to squeeze on focus on my form a lot more than weight, which is why I won't be doing a lot more heavier than I possibly can. Again, the set patterns is going to be 12 reps for the first 2 sets, then I'll be doing 8 reps and then 6 reps for my last one. So it kind of hits all the muscle fibers, kind of hits all the rep ranges as well. And a lot of new people think that the sets might be a little less, especially when we are working towards 6 repetitions, but I actually have done a pretty good form rolling and stretching and cardio before, so the whole point of weight training is just focus on that. And I don't really like using my weight so much for my warm-ups when I don't have to. Okay, so I kind of like spend a decent amount of time here. Again, this is my last set. I am hitting, I believe, 6 reps over here. I am doing a 90-pound dumbbells on this. Again, it's not much of a heavy weight. I could have probably gone up to maybe like a 95 or 100, but I'm sticking off with a 90. So that's one reason, because I haven't done an incline bench for a long time and I don't want to go too heavy on something. I have not been in a long time. So again, 4 sets in a pattern, 12, 12, 8, 6 repetition. The second again is going to be the middle chest, so we move from upper to the mid chest, and here I'm doing in flat bench press. Usually I do it again just like everybody at first, because this is kind of like bread and butter of a chest workout, but since I'm following the pattern over here, second, and what you will notice if you do this is your strength will kind of go down since you have been pushing your first incline press already, and we are doing a second one now. If you see on the side over here how my elbows are kind of like tucked in and not flared out, this is to eliminate deltoid injury. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about techniques, specifically how I bench to maximize my chest growth, I'll put a link on the video. Also, you can do that by clicking the bottle up here right now, and it'll take you to the process from setting up the bench to the bar to what you have to think about. And actually I do share a couple of my advanced techniques for you guys if you want to maximize the growth. Again, the pattern is again the same. I'm doing 12, 8, 8, 6 on this. I'm hitting 205 over here for 6 repetitions. I kind of thought this was the right weight, and actually it is. I'm kind of always to the failure at this point. Again, which is a little bit less than what I did before, but still it's a second exercise, and I was kind of like impressed with this number, even though it's not a lot. Third exercise is going to be flies. I wanted to choose bench flies, flat bench flies, just because that's what I did in my first chest workout, but I ended up doing this just for the variety and fun. I don't want to be sticking onto the bench and dumbbells every single exercise. The good thing, the thing about this is it's whenever you're doing your moves, these moves with dumbbells, your kind of like tension kind of is zero at the very top of the movement. But when you're doing with cable, there's constant tension all the way up and down. I am doing 3 sets of these, and with 12 repetitions on each set. This is not something that you focus so much on weight or increasing your strength, but rather focus on peak contraction. So you are going to get a deep stretch, and then when you're pulling the weight up, you're focusing on contraction and holding it for a split second. So again, 3 sets, 12 repetitions on these, and my elbows, again, if you can see, I haven't flared out. This is again for the same basic reason of trying to prevent injuries on my deltoids, and coming all the way back in and repeating the movement. Something real quick, when chest is high, core is tight, and that's basically just as simple as that. Moving on to the next workout, my final exercise for the chest is going to be the decline bench press. You can't actually see much of the decline, but trust me, it is much of it is actually a decline press. I haven't done this exercise for a long time, just because I think I've mentioned it before. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say difficult, but it's kind of like messy trying to switch around the plates and the bars and everything in my home gym. But I wanted to give it a try, and actually I like it. I usually do it with dumbbells. I always do it with dumbbells actually. I think I've only done this a couple of times in 7 years. So I don't really know how my strength is going to go. So I kind of like started very safely. But I was kind of impressed. I did, I believe, 185, 190 on last. Again, it's not a lot of weight, but it's my 4th exercise, and so I feel great about it anyway. I did 4 sets of these with the same set pattern of 10, 8, and 6 repetitions. Kind of hitting all the muscle, kind of hitting both hypertrophy and strength. So I'm kind of like in the borderline of each of the strength base. 4 sets. The thing to remember on this is, if you are not sure how much weight you can lift, use a safety bars or a spotter. This is a must, okay? Because if you fail on this one, there is no chance you are going to get up on it. For example, you can fail on bench and pretty much you can roll the weights from one side to the other or whatever, but this one directly goes down on your neck, so you have to be very cautious on that, and but this is an awesome exercise for targeting lower chest. 5th exercise, I'm switching on to triceps now, and this is going to be skull crushers, and I position in a way up on the other side of the bench, just like that, because it's kind of easier to pull those weights and do the movement. If you can notice over here, I didn't go all the way down. I just feel that it's kind of like places an unnecessary stress on the elbows when I go too far down. I just go about 90 degrees, or I would say parallel to the floor, and repeat the movement. 12 repetitions. You can't be using the really lot of weight on this because you're pretty much exhausted from the chest workout, as the chest movements uses lots of triceps as well. But this is a really good exercise, bringing those triceps up. You can obviously do it with the easy bar. It's a little bit easier on your wrist actually, but you can't really, this is like 40, 45, 55, 65, 70 pounds, and it's kind of hard to move a 75 pound on the easy curl bar, at least for me. And it doesn't matter how strong or weak I am, but you get the point. With this, you can actually lift more weight comfortably. So if you guys haven't tried it, give this a try. Again, 3 sets of 12 repetitions on each of them, and just feel the muscle working. Don't push it through the shoulders or anything. Just straight down slowly and just push it on the way up. Make sure you're using the triceps. My last exercise for the day is going to be one-arm dumbbell extension. Great finishing move for triceps. What you do have to keep in mind is your elbow, I mean the working arm is kind of freely and not really attached to your head. A lot of people try to use a lot of weight, and then what they end up is attaching their biceps to the head and pushing it with the head and neck. You get the idea of where I'm going. So this is kind of not the point. The point is you're working triceps, so you are using light weights on this. You're using high repetitions because that's where you feel the really much of a burn, and you'll feel much of the difference on your gains as well. These isolation movements, again, I'm kind of like going off topic, but these isolation movements are something that is precisely used for targeting specific muscles and not strength based, just like you'd be for a bench press or squats or deadlift. So these needs to be focused a lot more on form and getting a good squeeze and extension rather than trying to lift heavy. So just maintain a perfect form on this. Try to be as strict as possible. Try to take the momentum out. Try to eliminate other muscle fibers working, and just focus on the form. If you do not like this, you can also do a rope extension, which works great as well. I haven't done this movement in quite a while, and again, I just went back to my first workout that I did back in 07, so I just wanted to go back to this again, just because it is back to the basics for me today. That's about it, guys. I know I'm kind of like delaying in posting my videos, but I'm kind of busy. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can and as soon as possible. That's it for this week. See you guys next time. Bye bye.